must be for none. Remember we was sliding in that four-door Audi. When they smoke, they get the hot and make them scary boys run.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Baltimore Ravens. In the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Jackson on first down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
From midfield now, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down. Now it's Jackson. Well, that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what the opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
From the 27, Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. 14 yards. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. A first down and more, Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 75 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Gus Edwards taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big time, John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, here's Etienne. A first down and more, Etienne. And all the way up to the 46. 96 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
On first down, Lawrence finds the open target, Arnold. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. A good position to be in here, second and inches. They go play action with Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The tackle made by K'Lavon Chaisson.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And it's taken in at the 9. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out. Freeman.
And after the good gain last Next play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. From the gun, Jackson rolling to his right. That's complete left side to Bateman. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Edwards. And Edwards trying to push forward, but unsuccessful. They stop him short of the marker. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Patrick Ricard taking it in from a yard out as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Oweh. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Towards the end zone for Brown. And this one is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
2nd and 10. Jackson now. Flushed out right. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, Jackson. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Lawrence. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half.
Second down and 3.
To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right.
Open man is Duvernay.
And some room to work. And down to the 11. A big play there just before halftime.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
And that's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Jackson. The quick slant caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, as time expires in the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead on the final play of the half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity?
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 18-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. From midfield now, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Hey, exit. Hey, check back, 6.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact off the ball free, and it's 4th down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Now a 2nd down and 6. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's once again complete to Chark. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at about the 8. Here's Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marvin Jones there to make the grab. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility. getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. The tackle there by Trey Herndon.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he'll go down at the 28.
45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Touchdown! Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
From the 41, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Arnold. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. Lawrence will throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete.
And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 45 yards. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff, Edwards. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And the defense almost got one there, partner.
It could have been his first pick. He's been good so far, but you're right, that was nearly a costly mistake.
Sometimes you get a little bit too confident when the game's going along as it has been for him.
Tucker's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. But defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball. Yeah,
recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Lawrence. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3 and not giving up 6.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Buying time to his left. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, an 8-yard Ravens touchdown run. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday, and it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here in this fourth quarter.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Ravens on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
On second down, it's Edwards. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
73 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over, hands up.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Gus Edwards
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Ravens are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly. I feel it envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. Hey, I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Whole squad in the field, yeah, we tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. If you looking for me, you know where to find me. I leave you dusted, I leave you behind me. I flip the switch from 0 to 90. If you do too much, I'ma do the almighty. You know I got it, you know.